Hi, Cindy. How are you? That was quick. Wait, I have to make sure that my Wi-Fi is off. I thought it was going to take a little bit. I was going to kind of tell the whole chat that I'm back here, but you are like right on the money. How are you? And I are ready whenever you are, Shelly. Oh, okay. I just got the message now. Oh my gosh, my Wi-Fi is so slow here. I hope everything is good. I am back. I know this week I was supposed to kind of catch up with you guys. Okay, good. Today's been crazy. Oh my God. I forget the Friday. My daughter, she volunteers. She helps dance teacher. Um, but it looks frozen, she says. Okay, well, that's weird. Huh. I don't know why it looks frozen. That's weird. I'll give it a minute or two. Hopefully it'll unfreeze, or maybe I should get out and come back. I'll just give it a minute, maybe to see if you guys, beautiful tree. And when you have it at home, you're not gonna believe me, but my Christmas tree stays in my house all year long. It really is. It is on the entire year. Do I light it up? No, but does it stay here? Yes. Some people may call it lazy. I just love it. I don't want to wait for Christmas to have it on. It feels like, why should I just, do that during that time when I could just have it all the time? So, voila, it is always on. Oh, okay, so she's back. Hello. You're so cute. She is here now because I think they were having trouble getting in for some reason. I know my Wi-Fi wouldn't let me in for the last 10 minutes. I've been playing with it. If the Wi-Fi is on, it won't work, so I have to turn it off. But then it always boots me out. It's just... I have all year the lights around home. Haha, I feel you. Oh, good. So I'm not the only weirdo. That's good. That's good to know. So I have this nasty cough. I just started working out, and now that I'm working out now, it's just every time I go for a run, I get this crazy cough constantly. Because obviously when you're running, it's cleaning your lungs, and if you're running outdoors, then you get all the pollution and whatnot. So that's what's happening. Although I didn't run outdoors today, I was at the gym, so I'm feeling my lungs are like, because it's like, what's going on? You haven't worked out in a while, so you're killing me with these lungs things. Oh my God. But it's going to take a little bit, so I might cough throughout this whole session because I just got back. Let's see who's here. Dayanara, yay! We haven't seen you in forever, girls. So I'm so happy you're here. Zinray says hi, everyone. Lori says hi, Shelly. Oh my gosh, this is like perfect. You guys are all here. I love this. I think we need to do this like super late more often. It was a little bit hard for me because I'd forgotten my daughter. She volunteers at her old school to help her teacher teach dance. So my daughter did this dance about a year ago, and she was the captain, and they liked her. So they ended up asking her if she doesn't mind every Friday to go and volunteer. So she runs there, and I forgot about that. So I had to drive her, and I was just like telling you guys, yeah, we'll meet at 2. And I'm like, gosh, she needs to be there. Then my other daughter is having a sleepover. And then it's just like everything at the same time. And I'm like, I have my live today, you guys, like for real. So because we usually do it Tuesdays, right? You guys that know me, we're always on Tuesday around, around the same time. Just because it's easier. Sundays are where the best, but now that I work on weekends, it's so hard for me to free myself, on the weekends because I'm working. So during the week, it's just like crazy because my kids are still like active at school. They're always doing something. What do they do now? And I ordered some food. I don't know if you guys have ever tried Instacart, where you can kind of order food and they deliver it. There's a lot of fees, don't get me wrong. They have the shipping fee, the the taxes, the delivery fee. It's expensive, but I can be here, and the food will be delivered in front of my door, which is wonderful for working moms that are so busy. So I love it. I'm not trying to advertise them or anything, but I love it. I started using it not too long ago, and it's like the same thing as Dash. What is it called? DoorDash? Okay, DoorDash, Uber, Lyft. No, that's not. Lyft is something to drive people. But like food, DoorDash, and what else do they have? Postmates. Yeah, there you go. Uber Eats. Those are all. It's all the same thing, but it's somebody that goes shopping for you. So they go into the place that you tell them to. Let's say Walmart, and you tell them to shop for food and everything, and they bring it all in bags and deliver it in front of your home. It is pretty expensive because they do add a little charge, but it's so convenient. I'm going to work soon, so I don't have time to go shopping, and I have so much going on right now. So this was like really nice because they take care of everything. So I love it. Let's see. It is dry and humid. So Cindy says hi, Lori. So happy you guys are here. Okay, so it is dry and humid. I have dry and it is so bad I want to die. Joint fit. And it hurts every time I cough. Plus that I have a virus, and today I have otitis. And oh, I'm so sorry. I don't have much time left. Oh my God, stop. This is so no, 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 don't say that. We all love you. We want you here. Everybody has a mission. Everybody has a purpose, right? We're all here to just serve a purpose, right? And I'm sure you're just as special as anyone else, so you're not going anywhere. And I hear you, the cough and all. I understand. It is crazy. Oh my goodness. Why? Okay. So Jessica replaced Yes, approved. Okay. I'm so sorry because she's shopping right now. I'm telling you, being a single mom is no joke. There's so much going on all at once. And if you can't multitask, you are done. She's telling me there's no cottage cheese, there's no milk. Do you want a replacement? So I'm gonna wait for her to be done before I even start because I don't want to start too late, but then I don't want to be on the live and then doing this on my phone. So thankfully I have my little iPad and I'm getting the same notifications. But I don't know, have you guys ever used these services and do you like them? Do you think it's worth the extra money? Because you're still spending gas and wasting time. So time is money, and my time is precious. I get to spend time with you guys instead of shopping, right? For my kids. So Henry says it is 32 degrees here. Ooh, okay. Dayanara, Tuesday is very hard for me. I know, I get it. Believe it or not, it's hard for me too, but I make it work because then I have to pick up my kids from school, and sometimes our live kind of overlaps. So it's like, ooh. Sinray says Grubhub. Oh yeah, that's right. Grubhub. Yeah, that's right. They did send me a coupon. They said, hey, we haven't seen you use this coupon for 30% off for your next Grubhub. So interesting. In Pennsylvania is 10 degrees. Ouch. Okay, that's cold. Oh, just thinking about it. Because I was traveling last weekend. If you guys follow me on TikTok, it has been so freaking cold. Um, like just a change of weather. I was so on my back when I got back because of the shock of how cold it was elsewhere with the wind factor. If there's no wind, it's not that bad, but when it hits hard, it hits hard. There's like this much snow. It's freezing. We just have a little jacket. We just left from, where it's not that cold, which is here. And then you go into like a winter storm. It's insane. Like the body takes a shock, and then you go somewhere else that the winter is even worse. It's crazy. It really is. And then you come back to the heat, all this in 3 days, and your body I lost my voice. My throat was hurting. I was just like, oh my God. Yeah, your body goes through a lot. So I'm like dosing on freaking vitamins daily. I'm just like taking on my vitamin C, trying to stay healthy. And I hope you guys are doing the same. And make sure you stay hydrated. Water, 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 lots of water. Stay hydrated, please. Lori says Dayton, high 41 degree. Okay, very blessed today. I was going to say 41, not so bad compared to your 10 in Pennsylvania. Whoa, that's a lot. Lori said we will be in the negative Monday and Tuesday. Oh, no. Oh, get ready. Get that jacket and that hoodie. Make sure that you, you protect your ears, your nose. That's what I was having problems with. Our van from work was not coming. When I tell you it wasn't coming, you could see all the vans going by. Like, okay, so we're exiting the airport, trying to go to our hotel. It's -0, like -1 or 2. I think it was close. It was 0, but then it kind of went in the minus. It was absolutely freezing. I remember there was a heating thing and everybody was surrounded themselves just to kind of get the heat from that heating distributor there that they have. It's kind of like a little flame that comes out. It's a stick. You know what I'm talking about, those heaters. And it went through, the heat would go through my gloves, but my fingers were so cold I couldn't move them. And we're all like, we're just gonna Uber. Like we've been waiting almost an hour. We're frozen. It was horrible. The van finally, just a random van picked us up from the hotel that wasn't supposed to pick us up. We were all so cold. I don't think I've ever waited that long for a van, and it was just unbearable. It was unbearable. And to top it all off, it was actually where were we? I think we're in Atlanta. Yeah, we were in Atlanta, believe it or not. I always thought Atlanta was a little bit warmer just because I'm thinking Atlanta, Georgia. I'm thinking Georgia, orange juice, oranges. And I don't know why. I just felt like it was just warmer there, but damn, it was cold. Wow. Sidre says, I ain't gonna be home. I get up early and put whatever meat Ray wants with all the spices, potato, veggies in the slow cooker for 8 hours. Oh, that sounds so good. I am so hungry now that I'm working out. It's like, ooh. Sinray says, I don't eat meat, so I get something else when I come home. Oh, okay. I didn't know you didn't eat meat. I'm not a big meat eater when it comes to like steak and stuff like that. Um, Anything red meat has just never been my thing, but I will buy turkey meat. I feel like it has a different taste, and I feel like it's not like red meat where it's just, you can have a lot of fat and whatnot. But I'll have my occasional burger, of course, with the red meat. I don't think it's the best quality. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know, everything's bad for you nowadays anyway, so it's gross. Oh, you don't like so you're a vegan, a vegetarian? But Dayanara says it is cold and the snow and the wind. I know. The wind makes it crazy, guys. Like for real. Okay. Yeah. So that's good. I mean, when you're eating, I know my mother-in-law, she was vegan. I think she was yeah, I mean, she was eating eggs, I think, or she'd eat cake, which had eggs in it. But anyways, she was a lot, she was on veggies and stuff. And I remember she had high blood pressure and she had a lot of health issue, which was surprising because you're like, well, you're not eating meat. You shouldn't be. In my mind, I'm thinking if you're not eating meat, because meat contains hormones and contains fat and contains things that you don't want in your body. And I'm like, if you're not eating meat at all, shouldn't you be like extra healthy? But I think she was more on the fragile side because she didn't have all the vitamins that she needed. So obviously she had to compensate. I know there's tofu and there's things that can compensate, like nuts and things that provide protein. But I feel like if you're vegan, I think like you have to really be careful because then your bones get really fragile. And I feel like people can get more sick. Their immune system is not as strong. Now, I could be wrong because I always thought if you're vegan, you're super healthy, you're eating all the greens, and that's what your body needs. But I think it does need meat somehow just because you need that extra vitamin in there that meat is said to have that you can't have, like what it gives you in fish or salmon. You need that. And if you don't have that, then, it's hard to get it in vitamins because vitamins don't really they give you a little bit that you need, but not enough, But then if you eat too much fish, it's not good. Yes, I don't know. Don't even get me started. But whatever suits you and whatever feels good to you, whatever made you turn into someone that just does not eat meat, I totally respect that. I've done it for about 8 months. I was on a super strict diet. It was called the banana diet. If you guys have a minute, check out Freely the Banana Girl. Freely, so Freelee, I believe it was, or Lie. Anyway, so Freely the Banana Girl. I was on her diet for 8 to 9 months. This was years and years ago. I got so sick. My hands started tingling. I wasn't well. I was missing so many protein and vitamins. I don't know why I was doing that. But when you're young and stupid, I was young and stupid and I wanted to try it out. At the beginning, I was feeling good. I had a lot of she would just drink maybe 40 bananas that she would mix in a blender and drink that. And that was her and then she would do a lot of exercise. She's all about health and living in the, in the forest and, drinking natural water. She's all about that. So I followed her for a while and I got addicted to whatever she was doing. I figured I want to do that. I mean, I felt great. at the beginning, and then I just didn't anymore. And then I went to see the doctor, and he's like, "You're missing a lot of vitamins, girl. You need to like start eating that steak or chicken." So I'm like, okay, I guess. And then I went back and I was fine. But I did kind of get a big, huge decline. So it's good. It's important that you guys, I don't even know how we got into the subject, but you can make banana pancake using only banana and eggs. They come out great. Yeah, I make them all the time. They're so good. Also use like protein powder too. So yummy. Well, as you all know, I have the biggest headache this week, and it would not leave me alone. Like headache, migraine, whatever you want to call it, it just was so painful for me. And then everybody's like, well, take some Advils, take da. So here I am popping these Advils. Nothing is working. I'm trying Tylenol. It's not working. I just stayed in bed and it just would not leave my head. I was like, oh my God, something's wrong with me. I was going through a Coca-Cola withdrawal and coffee withdrawal because I know that I'm starting to work out and I just want to wean myself off that crap. I know it's not good for me. And I decided, you know what? Let's just start the new year. Let's go healthy. I'm not a Coca-Cola drinker, but I started because of my work. I'm always in contact with cans and sodas, and it's easy to just be like, oh, I'm thirsty, let me just try it. But trying it period turned into an addiction. I didn't start buying it, but I started wanting it, if that makes sense. So not enough for me to spend the money to get it, but like if I would go to the movies, what's a popcorn with water, right? You don't want to do that. So popcorn with Coke, and we go to the movies every week. Um, and then it started being like, oh, well, I'm working. Why not drink one can or half a can? And before you know it, I was drinking a lot of Coke and I was drinking a lot of coffee. Even when I was doing my lives, you could see me with my coffee and my creamer and whatnot. Really good. But I'm like, I need to wean myself off because I want to be a little bit healthier for the new year and start working out. So by doing that, I think that had a huge impact on this crazy headache. And it wouldn't go away, you guys. I was so miserable. And I am the queen of health, right? Of course, and all the stones. And I put together something and I was like, this is going to help me because I don't know what else to do. I've tried everything. And again, it's a withdrawal thing. So it's not like your typical, oh, sinus infection that gives you a headache or a migraine or something. This is more like your body is in shock because it needs that caffeine to survive and you're not giving it that shot and it's just going bananas and it hurts so bad. Like I have been in pain before, but this pain was like, wow, this pain was deadly. It was bad. It was really, really bad. Um anyways, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be coughing a lot, you guys, so just bear with me. Like I said, I just got back from the gym and I did pretty good for my first day. So I remember my feet was injured for the longest time, so I couldn't hit the gym for a long time until it healed. I gave it a year exactly. Now it's been a little bit over a year, and I changed my shoes because I know my shoes contributed to that pain. And now I could say I'm 100%. I was like 90, 80, 70. I was never perfect. Now I could honestly say I could run, I work out, no problem. So there's no more excuses for me not to work out and get back in shape. So going back to the headache, you guys, it would have lasted until even now. It's been 6 days, I think, 5, 6 days, and it just was not going away. So I started doing some research and I said, why don't I share with all of you what I did to get rid of it? And I got rid of it like instantly. It's insane. If I would have known this before, maybe it would have worked. I wouldn't have suffered and stayed in bed that long, which was ridiculous. But it's very, what's the word? Debilitating, is that how they say it? Where you just can't focus. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced a headache or a migraine where it just squeezes you and you just cannot focus. Everything you're doing is just like interfered with the pain. And you're trying to go along with your day and you're trying not to let it bother you, but nothing works. It's insane. Like I've never felt this kind of pain. Like I do not wish it on my worst enemy. Seriously. But what I did is I started researching and I said, I want to put together some stones to help. I have some combo stones before that I've used, but I wanted something more specific. And I did want to use essential oils. So essential oils are used efficiently on volcanic stones because they are very porous, you guys. You know how there's little pores on the volcanic stones? They absorb any kind of liquid that you put on them, especially oils, and they last almost like for a while. You know, I would say a good 24 hours until you reapply, but they smell throughout the whole day and it smells amazing. And sometimes you need to be breathing that to help you because obviously it goes in if it's sinus related or if it's head relating, it just kind of, it's all intertwined here. Um, and so I decided to put together this bracelet, but before I show you the bracelet, I want to go over some of the stones that I wanted to kind of incorporate originally. But it was so interesting. And I'm like, why don't I share that with my amazing friends here and let them know what it is that I discovered, right? So I found here it says when you're in chronic pain like arthritis or you have like a crazy chronic headache like I did, it can be difficult to focus on anything else. That's like in anything, pain or whatever. You just want to find relief and make the pain go away. Luckily, crystals can help. Okay. For years, people have used crystal for physical healing. Different crystals offer different benefits, and some are benefits good for pain relief. So if I can use, stones to help me, wouldn't I do that as opposed to like taking pills and Advil and Tylenol, which is so bad for you because after I'd taken those, I remember my stomach started hurting. I had constipation. I mean, it's just snowballs, right? Because the more medicine you put into your body's not used to it, so it processes it a different way. And it's like, what the heck is going on? What is this, right? So I always try to find the natural pathway just because, hey, if it's gonna heal it this way, as opposed to taking pills and medicine or whatever, why not do it? Uh, so I'm going to discuss some of the best crystals for pain relief, you guys. These gemstones have been known to help lessen symptoms and alleviate body pain. Um, so I've made a list here and I'm going to go through the list and I'm going to show you what the stone looks like. And some of the ones that I'm going to mention, we have bracelets that are used. They're put together in a combination style and they are used on the website. Some of them are here because I have attended some conferences and I've done some shows as well. And some of those shows, I sell them, right? I show them and I sell them and I'm behind the counter and they ask me questions. Those are people that are following me or people that know that I'm in town. I've traveled as well. So they come and see me and they want to buy whatever it is they saw on the website and want to kind of try it and feel it and touch it, right? Because it's one thing to see things on the website. It's another to actually physically have it in hand. So let me show you what the stone looks like when I mention a stone and then I'll show you what the bracelet looks like. But there's so many bracelets and combinations out there. I'm just showing you some of the stuff that we have on the website. Now you might see like a little ticket after it. That's just the price. Don't get, and that's again from a convention that I attended and some people wanted to buy these bracelets that I was talking about and they would have an option to buy it or not, then the price would be on there. So if you see these little papers, it's not going to come if you end up deciding that you want this one, for example, it will not come with the paper with the price. Obviously, the price will be on the website and you check out and you are going to get a newer version. These are just mine, but you will get a newer version and it will be blessed as well. And if you guys don't know what the blessing processes, if you guys follow me on on TikTok, I don't know if you've noticed, just recently, I think just a few days ago, I posted a ritual where I bring the bracelets and we go to the temple, we give our offerings because obviously everything is done through given, you give and he basically the temple monk, basically blesses what you need and gives back by just with his blessing, right? So we want to offer him food. We give him anything we want. We can give him jewelry. We can give him money. We can give him food, whatever it is. It's just our way of saying thank you for taking the time for blessing my bracelet and just for having us in the temple. Now, we usually are not allowed to film or take pictures. He was pretty adamant at the beginning. But then I had to talk with him and he was able to allow me to bring my camera and he didn't like it. They don't like it. They're very private. And I respect that so much. But I did get permission. I was able to do that. So in that video on TikTok, make sure you check it out. It's a powerful bracelet. You'll see that video. They're kind of quick clips, but you kind of get an idea of what went on. I did bring my kids along. We were supposed to be barefoot. It's very respectful there. It's very peaceful as well. Everybody shared a meal. We didn't know anyone there. You just walked in, people just come in, and we asked them if he could bless, in front of the camera. So those are done usually, whatever he does is usually very private. So when I do submit my bracelet, he takes care of it on his own, and then returns them to me. And then I give him my offering as well. And I spent a little bit of time there, but this time it was like we filmed everything, which, yeah, I hope he doesn't hate me for that. But I like to document stuff. I like to share it with you guys because a lot of you may say, well, it's blessed. How is it blessed? Or is it really blessed? Like, because everybody used that word so lightly. If you buy from a website, that'll say blessed. And then you ask them and they're like, oh, yeah, we blessed it. But show me, prove it to me. I want to see, is it true? Like, I'm paying a little more here because it's blessed and I'm feeling like my bracelet is protected. But how so? Like, I want to make sure that you're honest. And so I have nothing to hide. Like, if you want it, yours blessed, and if we could get permission, then we can film it if you wanted to. But again, that costs a little extra because we have to give him something. We can't just come in empty-handed. Was you stand? Yes, it was me and my kids. Yes. Oh, so you did see it. Okay, good. Yeah, it was me, with my 3 kids, and this is our temple. There's also a temple in Thailand that we attended to. Some of our bracelets were blessed there, so those are really precious as well because we went across the world to go get that done. But he's fantastic. The monks are incredible. They're so respectful, so nice, so amazing. There's some kind of like power around there. I can't explain it. When you get there, there's just a sense of peace and it feels so different. You have to be there to understand it. It's magical. It really is. It's beautiful. People are just so loving around there. Anyways, I don't want to get carried away and talk about something else. But so let's get starting with the must-have crystal for pain relief. Let's start with the amethyst, you guys. Okay, so you all know the amethyst is kind of like a purple color. And it says here, as pain is often an emotional response to the unpleasant sensation we feel, the amethyst is an excellent crystal to help. Believe it or not, it is a natural sedative and can be very calming, helping to ease away pain, okay? This purple stone is especially useful for headache and migraines because it helps ease tension and reduces stress, all right? It can also be helpful for pain caused by inflammation. So obviously, I went straight to an amethyst, you guys, when I had this pain, and it helped tremendously. It was amazing. It was just like night and day. So I want to show you one of the bracelets that we have. This is one of my favorite. This is my personal, and I love it because this is all made of silver. Everything you see here is made of real sterling silver, and this one has a special message. I don't know if you guys can see, and it's got a little heart because, if you know me, I'm always signing a little heart. And it says here, universe always provides for me, okay? And the me, I put it really, really large. I don't know if you guys can see it. There you go. The universe always, and I put always in big letters, always provides for me with a little heart. All this is silver, so there's no tarnishing. And if there is tarnishing, it's okay because it'll come with a cloth that you guys can always take and polish to make sure that your silver always shines. And this is one of my favorite pieces. This is mine. I have done videos with this exact bracelet. I've worn it and I've bought some lottery tickets, you guys, and I came out a winner. And I think every tickets that we bought that day, we won. It was incredible. I think I even filmed it. It was just a fluke, you guys. I was wearing it. I walked in, I walked out, and here you go. I had the bracelet. I had the bracelet on, and right away, like these lottery tickets, the scratchies, were winners. One after the other. I kept saying, oh my God, like this is not even fixed. I promise you. I walked in and like just a random place where they were selling it, and we were winners. So it was great. So it's definitely, and then on the other side, you get and this is made of silver as well, you guys. Can you actually see it with the light? Then it should say powerful bracelet. I think you kind of see it a little bit. It's hard to see. I think you see it a little bit. Yeah. But it says powerful and then bracelet, and then you see my logo in the middle. I designed them myself. I absolutely love it. I think you guys know, if you've been following me quite a bit, you remember this one that I was advertising. It fits so nice too. I love it. It's so gorgeous. Look at this. I love it. Now, again, ignore this little paper, but isn't it pretty? So it's a combination of clear crystal with amethyst. So the combo helps with pain, but most also, the thing that it does the most that I really, really love is that it brings you good luck, which is amazing. And it helps you manifest because of, this little sign here. And every time I go to the temple, I always have him bless it. It's always like, oh, this bracelet again. Yes, it's my bracelet. I like it when it just kind of regenerates it. Once a year, at least, I like to regenerate my bracelet. So love it. This is one of my favorite pieces. These stones are superb. They are like AAA is what they call it, quality. They're super heavy. They're beautiful. There's not one the same, as you can see, and they're amazing. I love them so much. And then they come with the uh, crystal here, the crystal stones that have the writing, the Chinese writing on every single one of them. So special. This is one of my favorite pieces. So if you guys ever want this, it's on the website as well. And the stone size, I want to say stone size are big. So I don't know if you guys like big. It takes a special person to wear a big bracelet. I love it because I have a really small, let's see here. It's a 2.5. Wait, is this correct? Yeah, this is a 15. Okay, so that's 10, so that's 15 millimeter, you guys. Yeah, so that's big because usually your bracelet averages, I want to say, let me see. This is like an 8. So look at the difference in size. Okay, so you get the 8 and then you got the 15. It's like double, almost double. Yeah, so it's gorgeous. So that's what the amethyst helps. So the purple stone is especially useful for headaches and migraine, like I said. It helps ease tension and reduces stress. It can also be helpful for pain caused by inflammation. So definitely your go-to. Clear quartz. Here we go. This is a clear quartz, you guys. I call it crystal, but it's actually clear quartz. I love them. Again, these ones are written. So they have Chinese writing that talks about be positive and motivate and like attract positivity. I don't know if you could see it. I don't know if I can capture it. I think I can if I move it slowly. Hold on a minute. Okay. All right. So it's all about manifestation, you guys. And they are known as the master healer. Okay. Again, it's all about healing, you guys. This video is going to be about healing. It's about my headache and it's about what I did for it. So if you guys kind of like feel the same way, maybe you have a pain somewhere that just hasn't gone away and you're just trying to, kind of come to like a solution because it's bothering you. Because I was desperate. I was just like, I don't know what else to do. Like, oh my gosh. And I'll show you what I did after. Okay. And then known as the master healer, the clear quartz is versatile crystal that can be used for so many different purposes. It's known to amplify the energy of other crystals. So if this one is healing you guys, then this will amplify it by just being so close to it, okay? It is known to amplify the energy of other crystal, which is perfect if you're looking to boost the effect of your pain relief crystal. All right. This crystal is helpful in easing pain because it is believed to balance the entire energetic system. It can also be used to cleanse and release negative energy from the body. And oftentimes it could be somebody giving you an evil eye that gives you a headache. Remember, we talked about that. It could be just, just something you're going through. Maybe it's stress. A lot of times stress will cause a lot of issues with your body. Okay. So stress can kind of turn into something internally and that you keep in, right? They say if you want to say something and you haven't said it, let's say you with a partner that just won't let you speak, they tend to either cough a lot or have sore throat just because they're just, they keep everything to themselves. So it turns physical. So any kind of issues you have, I notice oftentimes it turns into a physical issue. So oftentimes when you have a problem, I remember my dad was amazing, but he used to tell me he would see me struggling with the sore throat. He'd be like, what are you trying to say? Is there something you're trying to say that's troubling you? And there was. And maybe I don't want to tell him something about school, or maybe, this is when I was young. And that happens to a lot of people. A lot of times they have issues with daily things that they're dealing with, and they internalize everything, and that turns into a cancer. Okay, so it's not a physical cancer, but it turns into something really bad that you're holding on to, and it manifests into something that you don't want. Could be like a pain here and a pain there. So sometimes it's just something that you're holding back that you just can't say, that manifests itself into something that you will not like. So it's really important that you speak your truth, speak your mind, share what you need to share. And if you have a problem, you have to solve that problem, you guys, because that problem will eat at you until you die. I promise you. If there's an issue that's unresolved, for example, my mother and I, we never really had the perfect relationship. Okay, it wasn't like, oh my god, my childhood is perfect, but we had our differences. And it's funny because we talk about everything but the issues of my childhood. It's almost like she doesn't want to acknowledge it. She didn't want to see it. So the last time she came to visit me, I didn't know if that was going to be the last time I see her, or, she's getting old and I don't want to feel like she's gone. And I didn't get a chance to say my piece. So I remember I said to her, I need to talk to you. And I had verbal diarrhea. I literally laid out everything. Like everything. I said, this is how I feel. This is how you made me feel. I felt this, I felt that. And it felt so good, but it didn't feel good for her because she was just like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And everything I was saying, she was kind of denying it. So like my version of things, so the way I saw things, she didn't see it that way. So it's almost, I felt like I was invalidated with the way I was feeling. So I don't know what I was expecting. Was I expecting like an apology to make me feel better? Because, apologies is not going to make you feel better. But I remember feeling like I needed to do this for myself, for my health, because there's a lot of things that I held back that were eating at me. So if you guys are going through something like that, it's so important that you just let it out, okay? Even if it's going to be hurtful or it's important that you let it out, okay? And I remember when I was going through my divorce, I couldn't talk to him because I was just so hurt from the way that he had handled the situation and the way that he left his family, basically. And I remember I was so angry, but me telling him via text would not have satisfied me, and I needed to release this tension. So I did something so crazy. I ended up screaming at him, but he wasn't here. But I pictured that he was here. I know it's kind of weird. So it was therapeutic in a way, but I said to him everything I wanted to say, even though he wasn't here, but I visualized him here. So I felt like there was some kind of release, and I felt so good after that. I was able to heal after that, but it took forever for me to get to that point because I did not want to feel anything. I was trying to cover myself, kind of like pretend everything's fine, and not wanting to face it. But I had to. And even though I know that it wouldn't have changed anything by me saying that to him, I don't think he has any remorse because I think he's moved on so easily. But I think just the fact that I released all that tension to whoever, my bed, whatever you want to call it, I think it felt so good. And if you guys you're going through something like that, my suggestion would be that you try to do that. If there's someone in your life that hurt you or something that you're keeping, behind, or you're just not sharing with anyone, just letting it out, just sitting down and be like, I'm angry and this is what you did to me and I hate you for that. And it doesn't matter what you say because no one is there to judge you. It feels so good. It feels so good. Like I remember crying, screaming, and this probably went on for 10 minutes. And I'm like, whoever's listening to me is probably thinking I'm crazy because this was during the summer. And obviously our windows were shut because it's so freaking hot in here. So the AC was on. Sorry, I just have to charge my phone right now because it's about to die. There you go. But I remember it was so therapeutic because I knew I was never going to get an apologies. This guy cannot even own up to what he did to us. I think he blames me for every single thing that happened. It's like, wait, dude, you cheat on me and I'm to blame for everything. Okay, whatever. But an apology wouldn't have done anything because I think if you're expecting that, and if you are going through something like I was, like maybe it's a family member that you're not getting along with or something you're going through, waiting for an apology, sometimes it's not the answer because that person may never apologize. So you have to kind of heal that pain with yourself, if that makes sense. Okay, moving on. The next one would be the black tourmaline. The black tourmaline is almost like the obsidian, but it does not have that shine. When you have that light and you see the obsidian light kind of shimmer through, this does not have it. So the tourmaline is like this. It's kind of like a very vivid black. I love this piece. This is also a piece that I went to the convention with. I sold out. This was one of my very, very loved piece. I love it so much. And it says black tourmaline is a powerful crystal that helps to protect against negativity and negative energy and electromagnetic fields. Okay. It's also known for its ability to ground and center the wearer. All right. That's really important because if you're not centered, you're all over the place and you're scattered and your energy's everywhere and you can't really focus on what it is that you need to focus on. So if it's healing, you need all that energy together so that you can start healing. All right. Thank you, Sinray. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's one of my favorite. It's so the light goes right through this crystal here. I call them all crystals, so don't get me but it just look at this. It is so beautiful. It's one of my pea shoe favorite. You're gonna see a lot of pieces that I've already advertised a long time ago. Um, Wait, I put him wrong. He's supposed to look out. Look how gorgeous this is. It's so pretty. And now they're all fitted for me, for my wrists, and the way I like them. Some of them I like loose. Some of them I like when I walk and it just kind of hangs here. I don't like anything too tight. So you'll see a lot of my bracelets. And if they're bracelets that really need to be touching any points here, then you'll see them. They're a little bit tighter. James, hi. Good evening. My name is James, watching you from Ghana. Oh, nice. Thank you. Ghana, that's far. What is the weather there? And I know it's warm, but what is the time over there? It's probably like super, I think it's either really early for them. But welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, so this stone is helpful for pain relief, you guys. Okay, we're talking about the black tourmaline, all right? So the stone is helpful for relief because it drives away unwanted energies that can contribute to pain and discomfort. It can also be used to relieve stress and tension, which is also often a trigger for pain. So you can see that every stone has its purpose, and most of them, 90% of them, are all for pain, you guys. So it's not just for a headache, all right? It could be for other things too, but this is crazy how amazing and powerful it can be. So this is the piece here. Let's move on to... let's see, obsidian. I think you all know what the obsidian looks like. And as I said, when you compare the obsidian to this other stone here, you're going to see how this obsidian, you see when you put it in the light, how it has that little, what's that word I'm looking for? I say sheer, but it has like that, do you see it right here? You see the little reflection? So you have different obsidian. You have rainbow obsidian, you got the silver, and you got the gold. So this one is a silver obsidian. So this was kind of rare. So you got the silver obsidian. This is mine as well. All right. This is my baby. And this we call it the cat. And I think you remember the cat. We've done a whole segment on the cat obsidian. I don't know if you guys remember our cat obsidian. Let me see. Let me take it out so you guys can see it because I have my... So it's flat on one side and this rests on your wrist. And this is what it looks. Look how gorgeous that. Oh my gosh. I forget how amazing this piece is. I need to start wearing it more often. Look how gorgeous, you guys. This is insane. This is like superb, high quality obsidian, you guys. If you have obsidian and it doesn't do this and the stones don't do that, that is not obsidian. But this is a super, super amazing quality. And obsidian has so many benefits, you guys. From... you know, attracting positivity, protection, health, you name it. It's infinite. And there's two ways of wearing it. So you can have the cat facing you, or you can have the cat facing outward. All right. So he's facing out or he's facing in. So there's two ways. You guys could probably remember the video I made on that and how to wear it and why wear this bracelet, so on and so forth. Do you have that in the website? I do. I have it under Obsidian Cat, I believe. It's absolutely stunning. I love this. This was my hot seller at the convention. I believe I had probably 20 of them. I sold out and I had 20 more orders. It was crazy. Actually, more than that because it just was selling like hotcakes. That and the pressure point bracelet. That went viral at that event. They're still calling us for us to attend. They're doing it once a month now, and I haven't been able to do it, and they miss us. They're like, oh my God, we love you when you come in. I think I filmed one time when my kids and I were there, and you know, they were selling some of their candles that they make, and we were doing, you know, some bracelets too that I was displaying. It's just very time consuming because if you like a product, I make them individually one at a time. So everything is handmade, everything is imported. Very, very high quality, as you can see. It's insane how gorgeous this piece is. I forgot how amazing. So again, the obsidian is amazing, you guys. Okay. Um, it's actually a volcanic glass. It's a volcanic glass, is what it is. When you guys are thinking, what's an obsidian? It's actually a volcanic glass. That's what it is. A lot of people don't know what that is, but this is, you've been wearing that without even knowing it. So the volcanic glass is known as its ability to cleanse and release energy, negative energy from the body. So look how important it is. Again, that's another one that sucks all of that negativity and brings it in. It also, it's also a very protective crystal that helps to shield the wearer from outside forces. So we talked about protection, and it helps, especially when you have the kitty. I think we did make a segment about that, about, you know, how the cat reacts the same way we talked about foxes and bears and elephants. And those are all um, the little add-ons that I put on the bracelet that just add this little quality to the bracelet and adds a little more power depending on what you're looking for. Do you have that in the website? Yes, I need a new bracelet. My peach bracelet broke. No, it did. Well, you know what? You're more than welcome to bring it back to me and I'll fix it. So our bracelets don't really, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've had a broken bracelets in over 4.5 years. That's insane. That's insane. And I always say if it breaks, it's because, not because it broke, because it's really hard for the bracelet to break because the elastics are so good quality, but more so because they got caught somewhere or it was protecting you from something or someone. So it's really important that you don't pick it up and fix it, okay? Unless you really want me to fix it, I will. But I always suggest that if it does that, it's because it did its job. All right, it stood up for you and it shielded you from whatever it is that the attack, you know, whatever attack was against you. So if I am wearing one and I do lose it, I haven't had any bracelet that's broken yet, thankfully, knock on wood. But if I've had one that I've lost, I always feel like it's lost for a purpose because it did what it needed to do. So just remember that. If ever it breaks, it's for a good cause. It did what it needed to do. Maybe you also haven't cleansed it before it releases all of its toxins because it's attracting all the negativity and protecting you. And before it releases it all on you, it'll explode. And I'm not saying it'll explode in front of you, but what I'm saying is it might break, okay? Because it overloads. So maybe you haven't cleansed it in a while too. So there's so many reasons why that can happen. Because I know for a fact these elastic that I use are insane, you guys. They're incredible. They're super, super good. I love them. And I've used them for years. We even made a segment on YouTube where we stretched the elastic so far, and I was trying to break it with my daughter, and she's pulling and I'm pulling and she's pulling, and we're going like, I want to say a good 10 to 15 feet before anything would happen. It wouldn't even break. I'm like, what the heck? So I know for certain the elastic's super, super, and I mean, it does happen that it could break, and don't get me wrong. You know, nothing is made solid 100%, but and heat can have something to do with it. So if you're taking showers with it, or heat, or, you know, the outside elements, I'm sure, can kind of start deteriorating the elastic material. But, or I've heard when people get caught in something and it kind of cuts it. But it's fine. If you need a new one, don't worry. Just let me know and I'll take care of you. Okay, so I need a new one. Yeah, definitely. I was in a place and it just fell apart, fell in pieces. I couldn't even find it. That's perfect. Don't find them. Just let them be, okay? It's really important. If anything breaks, it's for a purpose. And please do not try to reassemble anything. I always say if you have picked up some of the pieces or the beads or the stones or the crystals, whatever you want to call them, just bury them in the backyard or let them disappear. I don't want that to be in your possession. This is why I used to take returns a lot, and then I kind of stopped, and then I kind of did it again. But I feel like people's energy come into my home, into my office, and my office is very close to where I sleep. So it's kind of like it sometimes I don't like it because you can cleanse something as much as you can, but unless it's blessed where it just needs that thorough cleanup, it's not cleansed 100% if it's not blessed. That's how I see it. And then I feel like sometimes that energy kind of comes in when it's not supposed to. So, you know, I have to go through like a whole ritual when I do that. You know, I wish it was just a bicycle that you're returning and we don't care. These are stones that have been worn on people And oftentimes they, they carry your energy and then you enter that into the home. So I have to protect me and my kids. So yeah. Um, but yeah, so what makes the obsidian special is that it promotes speedy recovery from injuries, you guys. If you didn't know, obsidian is super powerful and they're really good when it comes to that. And it's so helpful for pain management. Remember, we're talking about pain, making it a great choice for those who are recovering from surgery or are suffering from wounds, cuts, and bruises. So my girlfriend was going, she was going and get operated. We didn't know what was wrong. We thought there was a tumor. She had a big ball here. And Lara went into surgery. She was so nervous. We had met the night or a few days before her surgery. She wanted to have breakfast, so we're all around her. And I gave her one of my favorite bracelet. It's right here. This is one of my favorites. All right. This is all made of obsidian, and over here it all says health, wealth, manifest. But it's mainly health as well and protection. She had it on. She couldn't wear it during the operation, obviously, but she wore it right after. She healed so quickly. Even the doctors were like, I don't know what you did, but you're healing so good. And he didn't find anything, although in the x-ray, it seemed like there was something. And then whatever it is that they touched or did, it healed super quickly. And we don't know what it was. It was just a mass, but we don't know. It wasn't cancerous or anything. They don't know what it was. It healed. She's perfect. Got a job shortly after. I ended up starting to fly for my airline, and it's been thriving ever since. So her life completely changed ever since that day that she received this bracelet. And until this day, it's been what, almost 3 years now, she still has it. She sleeps with it. She doesn't take it off. She sleeps with, I mean, this bracelet's still on her. And trust me, it's again the same bracelet, the same elastic, I mean. And these obsidians are just so amazing. Look at oh my gosh, look at this color. This is a gold obsidian. So you got the silver, the gold, and then you get the rainbow, but these are amazing quality. Look at this. Look at this right here. Do you see that? Oh my gosh. They're so beautiful. This is one of my favorite because it's so dainty, it's tiny, it's discreet. You get the protection that you need, and you can carry it everywhere and anywhere as long as you cleanse it. You guys, so important. Please cleanse your bracelet. Okay, a lot of people just expect to just wear them and magically they'll take care of you. You have to take care of it for it to take care of you. Okay. Okay, so yeah, the obsidian does a lot, especially after surgery, and that's why I gave her that bracelet, but it did more for her. It gave her opportunities. It opened up so many doors for her. Like I said, she got her dream job. She tried 5 times. Seriously, she tried 5 times. She tried to work behind the counter at the airport. She tried other airlines. She tried my airline 3 times. Nothing was working. The minute she got the bracelet, everything fell into place. Everything. And she hasn't taken it off. So I have 2 other people too that I am witnessed, people that work with me that I've given the bracelet, and they have thanked me till today. They're so thankful for everything I've changed for them. And again, it's not a big bracelet, you guys. It's about 6 millimeter in size. So it's not your typical 8, because this would be an 8 right here. It's your 6 millimeter, super tiny, but gosh, is it powerful. I love it. Okay, this is part of my collection right here. I absolutely love it, and it's in the selenite bowl as well. Yeah, so I mean, guys, seriously, if you're looking for selenite, I have selenite here, which I love so much. This is one of my favorite bracelets. I'm sure you guys remember this one. Do you guys remember this one? The amethyst and the selenite. So both are very, very powerful. And the selenite, let me give you its, okay, where are you? Okay, selenite is a beautiful white crystal that's known for its ability to cleanse and purify the body. It helps to remove negative energy and promote healing on all levels. This crystal is excellent for pain relief, of course, especially in reducing tension around the bones, nerves, the spine, and tendons. Okay, so when I was suffering from my foot injury, we all knew it was a split tendon right under my foot. Got injured at work and couldn't walk for the longest time. Selenite helped me get through that. I had my selenite at all times on me. It's also great if you're always on your desk and you begin suffering from back pain. Wear the selenite, and you're going to add, well, we've added, not you're going to add, but we've added the amethyst to that. And as you recall, it is also a pain reliever. Okay. It helps calming, it helps ease away pain, and it's good for headache and migraines, as we talked, and it's helpful for pain caused by inflammation. So do you see how they work in hand so beautifully? So once you put them together, this is what it looks like. Look how beautiful. It's so freaking gorgeous. The quality of the stone's insane. Like, yeah. And then when you wear it, this is what it looks like. It's so feminine and so pretty. I absolutely love it so, 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 so much. Okay. So you guys kind of, and then there's another one with the selenite, if you're more into colors. And I have the amethyst here, which is the how do you say that? There's a word that I want to say and I just won't come out. It's going to come out in French because I was just talking to my mom not too long ago today. But as you can see, it's the major stone right here, the amethyst, and she's the one kind of leading the pack. Okay, so she's got the most, and then we got some more amethyst here on the side, and we got some different fluorite stones around that have benefits. That's more for menstrual cramps, back pains. This is amazing. So whenever I feel that, I just put that on. But I know I'm kind of like yapping away, but I wanted to also talk about the volcano stones, which are incredible. And it says lava stones are stones that can be used to help relieve headaches, okay? Lava stones can be used in aromatherapy, which is what my main goal was, because I know that when you breathe, let's say you make a tea and you make it with, you know, different herbs and stuff like that, it helps your system, but it's also nice when you're breathing those things. It helps relieve headache, and it can be used in hot stone massage. So, you know, when you get a massage, I don't know if you guys have ever gotten one, but you know how they put that oil or whatnot and they start massaging with these big stones and they're nice and hot and they make all of that cream penetrate or whatever it is that they're using. And sometimes it's very medicinal because it smells really strong. And then they start massaging your back with it and it's just so therapeutic. Or they do it on your feet if you're getting some kind of pedicure. So very, very therapeutic. It penetrates really easy and it carries this oil that you can put on and it's amazing. So, so they diffuse essential oils for headaches, which is so important. And what I did, and I'll show you what I did. So this is a bracelet. All right, I'm sure you guys have seen it. I have different version of the volcano bracelets. I'm sure you can see it on the website too. And then all you have to do is get the money powerful oil. All right, so simple. Oh my God, this stuff, I put it all over me already. Smells so good. It's made with like real ingredients, you guys, so it's very safe. If you put it on your person, put it in your bath tonight, okay, if you do have. Put it in your bath, or if you're mopping. I had a client who, whenever she was mopping, she put a couple of drops in her water. The house smelled so good. And she said that she attracted so much money that it worked. And she was addicted. Like, she was just ordering this weekly and weekly. She was like, oh my God, I love this thing. You can put it on your person. You can, I use it in the car as well. So if you have a little smelly, you can put that. But it comes with this little, this is a little sample. You can buy the small one or the bigger one, but it goes a long way. Like this oil, I swear to God, you just need a little bit. You grab your volcanic stone and just give it a little tap. I don't know if you guys see the oil coming out, do you? And then you just kind of go like this. So easy. And again, you can use any oil, you guys. You don't have to use this one. I like to use the money oil just because it has some good scent in it and healthy smells that just trigger something in me. I don't know how to explain it. And just massage it on it. Okay, and this smell's going to stay with you forever. Like, seriously, my hair starts smelling so good. You can put it in your hair too. All the ingredients, like I said, are healthy and they're all on the website if you want to go through that. And so you just put it and massage it, put it on, and it smells so good. You can even, when you're sleeping, leave it on your forehead and you could smell it. And you can put it also on your chest or just in your hand, you know. You can put it on your hand. You'll smell it all day long, so you don't have to be putting like Vicks or, you know, there's so many things that they sell that you can put here, like tiger balms and stuff like that. But it's very strong on the skin, and it's so powerful that it makes your eyes cry if you're not putting it correctly. This solves so many problems. Put a couple of drops and just let it do its thing. And just breathing it just feels amazing. And this is what saved my life. The minute, I swear to God, you guys, the minute I wore it, the second I wore it, I put it on, bam, gone. I'm gone. I was like, wait, I think I feel better. I think it's gone. I'm like, wait. So then I took it out. I'm like, maybe it's not that. I took it out, but then I still have the oil and I'm smelling and it's just helping. And it was making me feel so good. And I was like, okay, I need to put it back on. Oh my God. It was amazing, you guys. So it helps so much. I don't know if it's the oil. Like I said, you can use any oil for that. Sorry. But it helps so much and it felt so, so good. And I was so happy because it finally went away and it didn't take like half an hour. It didn't take an hour. It was instant. I put it on, bam. I was like, thank you. So I was really, really happy about that. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I was so excited to show you. It's a very simple bracelet and it's got the tiger eyes right there. They're not separated by anything except for these two that kind of separate, you know, the beads from that. I love it. It's stylish, it's pretty, and it's helped me get through everything. I swear to God. And I'm scared of taking it off now because it's been helping me. I'm like, no. But let's go through something else too, because I don't know, maybe you might not, you know, suffer from headaches. Maybe you've never suffered from a headache. But because I have, I feel like I've done so much research that I'm okay with speaking about it. Let's talk about pressure points real quick, because I know it's been over an hour. Okay. Let's talk about the pressure point here. They call it the Bowie. So the Bowie pressure point is right here. So if you have a really bad headache that's not going away, they say to put pressure. Use your index finger and just push it. So it's about couple of inches away from your hairline and just push here. So if you guys want to try right now, just do that. And it also helps with the distribution of the energy. All right. So if you have a lot of congestion or you have a lot of like stress, this helps as well. Then there's the yin tang. Okay. The yin tang is where you have two pressure and you do the yin tang with the tai yang. So what you do is you put your finger here. So it's right between your eyebrows, but a little bit higher. And then you do it right over here by your eyebrows and you just do it together. Okay, so you put a little bit of pressure here and you leave it there for about a minute or so. And then it's supposed to help as well, like I said, distribution of stress, to relieve stress, distribution of energy, to sometimes also when you have energy in one place and it's not distributed evenly, it creates headaches as well. So, and then there's the Jung Hing. Okay, this one is right behind here. So you want to kind of go in the back and just find this little spot right here, right above your muscle, and then just put a pressure point right here. So you want to leave it there. It feels a little funny. I don't know if it's because I hit the and I did shoulder, but you just kind of push there and you leave your finger there for about a minute. Okay. And then there's the Hegu. Okay, so the Hegu, I've known for a long, long time. My dad used to do that. He was an acupuncturist. And what he would do is he would take his thumb and his index finger, and then he would look for that little, what do they call that? Duck, you know, like the feet, the duck feet there. I don't know what you call it, but you see that little skin that's right there. So what you're going to do is you're going to just look a little bit above that and under, and you're going to put pressure. So your index and your thumb, and then you just put pressure and you pinch, and you're going to do that for about a minute. Now it might hurt a little bit. You don't want to go too hard, but you just want to put a little bit of pressure. And once you do that, this will relieve any type of pain. If you have stomach pains, cramps, headache, I had really bad menstrual cramps for the longest time when I was young. This was the way to do it. Even fevers, you name it, anything that you're going through, do that and you're going to see a change. But you got to keep the pressure on for about a minute to 3 minutes. So a little bit longer than the other pressure points, okay? And that'll trigger some of that energy flow and it'll help you heal. So again, you can put, and I have nails, so it's hard for me to just put pressure. I have to use like the side of my thumb. So again, right here and in the bottom. And then you just kind of squeeze, okay? And then we have the Feng Qi, not Feng Shui, but Feng Qi. And this one is right behind your neck, right here. So right here. So you just kind of push right there where your hairline starts. So you just put a pressure right there. All right. And then there's the Niaguan. And this one is inside. So you're going to go here on the left side of your hand. So if you're in your right hand, it's whatever's closest to your head. So lift your hand, whatever's closest to your head, and you're going to look for that area. You know how they always look for the pulse? This is where you're going to look for, and then you're going to put the pressure right here. Okay, so you're going to go maybe like a few centimeters, maybe like, and then you're just going to go down and just kind of put the pressure right here with one finger, or you can do this to help with your thumb on the other side, just to help you with the pressure. And then you, again, this one, you go here and you put, so you guys try it at home. Cindy, taking it all in. It's good to be quiet. And then you just kind of put the pressure right here, okay? Good. And then there's the Tai Chong. Tai Chong is on the foot. So basically it's between the big toe and the small toe right next to it, and you're going to do it right above that. So for example, let's say these are my toes, and this is my big toe. What you're going to do is you're going to do it on the top of the big toe, okay? Between these two. So your big toe, locate your big toe a little bit below and just put the pressure. And you're going to do that on your feet, okay? You can do that on both feet. So I gave you kind of a bunch of headache relief, you guys, and pain relievers that are natural. You can turn to crystals. You can turn to our, what do they call it? Oil therapy. And let's see here. I wanted to talk about, well, there's so much information about that, but I kind of covered most of the stuff that I want to talk about. Yeah, so they're talking about the, it says, according to traditional Chinese medicine, pressure points are sensitive areas that lie along your body energy channels. That's what I was talking about, your energy. Stimulating these points can help unblock energetic paths that are blocked, relieving pain and tension. Again, when you're stressed, what do? You tense up, right? Everybody tense up. We're on the defense mechanism and something's going on. Your breathing is like very, it's not deep. It's very sporadic, like you're nervous. So everything, your breathing, your sensors, your eyes, and all of that, it's just a lack of flow that is supposed to be a normal flow. Okay, so she's wanting to see, yeah, okay. And so what you need to know is that there's some points, and we did cover some of the points, but I just want to go through them real quick, and they're very similar to what I said. But there's one or two added that are nice to know. So there's this one here. I think we talked about that one. It says press your index and pointer finger in the space between your eyebrows and lightly massage for 1 minute. Okay, so I did say that. But I didn't say massage, but you can do massages, or you could just kind of put that pressure. That's one. Drilling bamboo is what they call it. Use your index finger to apply firm pressure to both points at once and hold for 10 seconds. So you have two here. Okay, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Obviously, that's not seconds, but, and then you release, and then you repeat for 5 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you do that. Okay, so if you guys have any type of headaches or any kind of situation going on that's super stressful, go to the bathroom and go do those. Okay, then it's called Gates of Consciousness. Place both index and middle fingers on the base of your skull. That's the one I told you about, right? Press firmly upward for 10 to 15 seconds, then release. Repeat it until your neck relaxes. So upward, whoop, and then let go. Again, so this is the way it would look like. All right, so upward, and then you release. When mention, use the thumb to find the hollow under the base of your skull. So there's going to be like, kind of like where your spine is, but right above your spine, there's like a hole right there before where your hairline starts. Okay, once you do find it, it's called the Win Mention. So the base of your skull right there, press and hold for 1 minute. So guys, try it out. I'm telling you, you're going to feel so good that you're going to go to bed tonight and you're going to sleep like a baby. If you try, I mean, I'm kind of doing them quickly, but if you have a chance, just kind of like do them. It's so worth it right now. You're getting a free therapy session. Okay, shoulder well. Remember I told you about the shoulder earlier? But in this case, you do two sides. Press your thumb on the top of your shoulder, halfway between your shoulder joint and the base of your neck. Apply firm circular pressure for 1 minute. Repeat on the other side. So you could do this with your thumb. I like it with my index because I can't, my thumb has no strength. I would go like this, and then I would do this right here. Because, I mean, it's hard to do both at the same time. I mean, we could, but, and if you have someone, a loved one that could do that for you, even better. Now we have 2 more. Union Valley. This one we talked about, remember? Firmly pinch the webbing. That's the word I was looking for. I'm like, you know, the ducks have this thing, this webbing. The webbing between the thumb and index finger with your other hand for 10 seconds. Massage small circles over the area in one direction for 10 seconds. So I'm going to do counterclockwise and then reverse direction clockwise and repeat on the other hand. Okay, I just said to put pressure earlier. They're talking about doing one side and another side. You should start feeling kind of like a flow of energy or some heat, because I'm already feeling some heat in my brain already right now. I don't know if it's the bracelet and the oil, but I'm feeling something for sure. And I'm not even doing it the way I'm supposed to. Like, I'm not doing it 10 seconds and whatever, but I'm feeling so much heat right now. It's insane. Facial. This is the one that I didn't talk about, which I want to say. It's called facial. Place both index fingers at the bottom of your cheekbones. Okay. Alongside each of your nostrils. Press and hold for 1 minute. So basically, this is what you look like. For 1 minute. All right. And that's supposed to release a lot of your negative energy, you guys, and just distribute that energy in pain, whatever it is that you are going through. I know I look like a weird, but anyways, and voila. This was today's session. And I thought it was so interesting as I was doing my research, because I tried massages, I tried this and that. They all worked, but they didn't work as good as when I combine this oil with this stone. And the stones are pretty powerful as well, you guys. We don't give them enough credit. They're sold all over the world. I've seen them everywhere, you know, but they just, wow, the combination with the oil. And I wanted to talk about oil. I don't know if we have enough time. We went way over the hour. But again, if you guys just are not sure what the lava rocks does, just an FYI, they bring physical and mental strength and courage. And of course, as you all know, my tiger eyes does the same thing. Remember, if you're going for a job interview, you have some kind of like test coming up, or you're about to sign some really important documents, or you want to take a step forward, but you don't know how or where. Maybe it's business, maybe it's a purchase of a new home or of a car, or you're meeting someone new. This stone is powerful in its own way, okay? So they both do the same thing when you think about it, because they bring physical and mental strength and courage, and they raise energy levels, and that's what you want, all right? You want to raise the energy, you want to raise the courage level, and these 2 rocks combined together are very good. They increase libido, so you know what that is. So behind closed doors, you might get a little funky. It calms emotions, and it enhances creativity. So if you're being creative, you're creating bracelets, you're creating paintings, you might get a little more creative just hanging on to these, and bring stability. So important. Sorry, so important. And it helps with anger management. So if you're someone that just snaps for no reason, you're going through menopause, and sometimes you just have a little bit of a sassy attitude because the kids are driving you nuts. This is definitely the volcanic bracelet for you. It's so interesting. I'm reading here, and yeah, and that's it, you guys. I mean, we covered quite a bit. I was able to kind of give you and share all of my information. I had some more, but it's okay. I always have a lot more. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys want a reading, I was thinking of, I don't know if you guys are okay with me doing it on here, but it's not going to be a deep reading. It's going to be very surface reading. So whoever's my followers, and you know who you are, and I have Lori here, and Sidray, and Dayanara, I believe, also. Then I could kind of read for them if you guys are okay. If you're not, then you just give me a thumbs down, and I won't ask you if you wanted a quick reading for everyone to hear. But if you guys are okay with it, then you give me a thumbs up and I'll know. So Larry, why was I going to say that? I was going to say Larry. Okay, so Lori, if you want a reading, a public reading, you can give me a thumbs up. Sinray, if you are wanting a public reading, you can give me a thumbs up as well. Dayanara as well, Rosa. If you want a reading, let me know too. If you all give me a thumbs up, then I'll read one of you guys random. If not, then it's okay. We can always do it private, but I can't do it today because I have to get ready. Tomorrow I have a big day. Okay, so Lori said yes. So let's start with Lori, because sometimes information that come through, I can't really publicly speak of. So if there's information like that, okay, Sinray got, oh, okay, everybody gave me a thumbs up. Perfect. Yeah, if something kind of private comes up, I might just email you about it. I don't want the whole world to know, but whoa. Okay, whoa. Lori, darn girl. There is a lot to speak of this week. What is happening? Okay. All right. Angels, let me know what you have to say for Lori and how her week is going to go. Okay, thank you. They are speaking really nice and loud, so I'm happy. Sometimes they don't speak at all. I think it happened a few times to you guys, right? Where the cards just don't say anything. So let me see here. What do we have and what do they have in store and what do they say? Let's go through there. Boom, boom, boom. I usually do this privately, you guys. So if ever you want yours as well, just make sure that you join us. And, okay, let me see what's going on. Oh, okay. Little conflict, maybe like some trust issue right now. I don't know what's going on. It is relating to a couple situation or maybe the way you feel towards some people that you care about. A little bit of imbalance. This is for you, Lori. Like maybe a little disconnect, okay? I feel that normally your social life would be here, but this week you're feeling a little disconnected from that. I feel like your social life is just like friendship wise, there's a bit of a distance there. I don't know why. Like I said, I'm not doing a deep reading, so it's just kind of giving me the very, very surface. Yeah, you're lacking direction. I think you were thinking, should I, shouldn't I? And you're still in that don't know what to do feel. And it's creating disharmony because you're putting so much effort into deciding and you can't decide. I think that's where the disconnect comes. Okay. There's a family member or someone that's involved. I see a father figure, someone that's like, you got the Kings of Cup here. He's sitting on his throne, all right? So he's dictating, he's superior, he's older, all right? So it has something to do with maybe a parent, maybe a cousin, maybe, I don't know, grandfather, someone that's older than you. It's family or connected. And that's what's causing right now this conflict. Okay, yeah. She says it sounds right. I mean, but this person is very mature, by the way. I feel like he's very balanced and calm. Very charming too. So I don't know who that is. Like I said, it could be your dad, your grandpa, someone in your family. And very generous at times too. So this is a good person. I mean, you have good feelings toward him. Okay. And that's all I have for you, honey, because we're not going in depth today. So yeah, it's basically letting me know that there's a little bit of that imbalance. You just try to find an answer within yourself, because it's creating a little bit of disconnect. And I think it might be even a cause of stress. So, oh, you're welcome, honey. So just make sure you kind of get the answers you need so that you can just kind of regain that confidence and go back to the way that things were. I think that's kind of creating a little bit of chaos for you. All right, next we're going to do Sinray. Let's do Sinray. Wait, I'm going to see in line. Okay, so it's Rosa, sorry. Let's do Rosa because she was the second one to answer me. All right. Oh, okay. Okay, what does Rosa need to hear for today and this week? And this weekend as well. So when I say this week, it's from today to next week. So, wow, okay. This one's not wanting to go in. Please let me know what Rosa needs to hear. And Let the angel guide her. They're not speaking to me at all right now. I don't know why, Rosa. Let me see. Let's see. They're not speaking. Oh, I just got one card. Wow. Okay. They're not saying anything. Let me try one more time. Hey, do you have anything, any messages for Rosa for her to hear? No, nothing. Okay, I have one card and the card says, you've been brave, or you're about to be brave, okay? It's telling me that you're gonna need some strength to go through whatever it is that you're going through right now. You got the strength card, as you see. Okay, if you had a question and you didn't know the answer is yes. So if you weren't sure about something, the answer is yes. So I don't know what that is. I'm not in your mind. I don't know what you're going through, but it's telling me that you have the confidence to go for it. You're overcoming your self-doubt. So if you had doubts about it, you're going to overcome it because you have focus and you have control over the situation. And yeah, and it's going to happen for you. So it's a yes. That's all I have for you. I'm so sorry. I don't know why sometimes the cards decide. They just decide, and I shuffled them for a good minute or so. All right, release me from this reading. Thank you. I hope that was enough. I'm so sorry. I can't make them talk. All right, who's next? Cindy. Cindy. All right, do you have anything for Cindy? What does she need to know today and this week? And I will let her know what she needs, if she needs guidance or, let's see. Wow, I have nothing. That's so weird. Let's see. Anything for Cindy that she needs to know? Okay, I got one. I think it looked like the card from last week. You're probably going through the same thing right now. Oh, you're welcome, Rosa. I'm so sorry. I mixed it. Okay, yeah, they're talking now. Let's see here. I got two so far. What does Cindy need to know to guide her through today? Okay, I got three cards. It was kind of talking, but not talking as well. It's talking about childhood memories. I think you've been thinking about that, and it's looking like something you're going to go through this week. I think you're going to be thinking a lot about children, memories from your past. I think you're starting to feel a little bit of that nostalgia. It's almost like it's gonna kind of like not worry you, but you think back of your childhood, and I feel like sometimes you miss it. This is it. You see the child with the mom? So you're kind of like looking back and introspect, and you're missing it, and you're also missing a child, okay? I think especially this week, I think it's going to be hard for you somehow. It's telling me here, you might have a decision to make, but you're going to have many choices. And this is a card that I had for you last week. It's so weird that it's showing it to me again. Yeah, there's going to be so many options. Look at you. You're here and you have so many options, beautiful options. They're all staring at you. You just don't know what direction to take. I think you're like overwhelmed because you get like, I love them all. I don't know which one to decide. Should I do this? Should I do that? I don't know what they're referring to. Usually the cup is kind of, it could be work related and it could be heart related. So, and then you're getting the moon. Okay, so the moon is usually a secret. It's something that you are internalizing, something that you're in pain from, and it's upside down. So it's a little more of a slower pain. So, yeah, I think sometimes you show that you're super brave, but you've been through so much that you have a lot of pain there, okay? Yeah. I don't know. I would have to read you more, but from what I understand, I think you're very introspect this week. I think you're going to be going through something in your mind. And I feel like when it comes to creativity, you're going to have many choices that are going to arise this week. All right. It's a dream that you kind of have. Okay. So it's not a dream that when you're sleeping you have, but something that you want to build. And I'm seeing a lot of options. So it's kind of like exciting because you have to choose and you're like, oh my gosh, they all look good. Should I go this route, this route? Should I get this? Should I get that? So you have a lot of options, which is beautiful. But I think you need to start releasing fear. I think you have some pain in your heart. And I'm seeing the moon, like I said, it was upside down. Do you believe in following your gut instinct? Absolutely. I think the gut sometimes is super strong, maybe stronger than your knowledge, because intuition is what women don't listen to a lot. And I feel like the fact that they don't causes a lot of issue. They can be in a taxi and feel like something is not right, but they don't want to offend the guy by saying, stop the car, I want to get out. They don't want to offend him, but then something bad happens and they should have listened to their intuition. So I feel like your intuition is always your go-to, and don't ever second guess your intuition. Please release me from this reading. Thank you. Don't ever second guess your intuition. Your intuition's always right. There are maybe instances that you may be wrong, but I want to say 99.9% a woman's intuition is so strong, and always go with that gut instinct because it'll never lead you wrong. Those are like the flight response that we have. Like if it's telling you to run or if it's telling you something's not right, that's the only message you'll ever have. If you can't trust your own thought process, I think that little gut feeling that you get that is not spoken, it's just a feeling you get. It's one of the strongest feeling that I feel you should follow. Yeah, you're so welcome. Absolutely. Go with that gut feeling. Don't hesitate. And whatever it is that you need to do, just do it. Or whatever you're fearing, there's a reason for that. Because if there was nothing, you wouldn't be feeling anything. But because you're feeling it, something made you feel that. That means there's something wrong. There's something there that needs to be addressed. Maybe not something wrong, but something that needs to be addressed. So obviously, if you're feeling something, it's because something made you feel that. And if something makes you feel that, whether it's the way someone talks to you or an event or something, so you need to listen to it because you are your own best friend. All right. And if you don't, if you don't listen to you, who are you going to listen to? So trust you. All right. All right, guys, I love you so much. I'm so sorry I kept you like way over my time. Like we're here, but it's making up for all the the other times that maybe I wasn't available. But I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your patience and coming over here and chatting with me for this past hour and a half. I had so much fun. You guys have a great weekend. I'm going to be in the heat and then in the cold and then in the heat again. So I'm going to have a busy weekend, but I'll be thinking about you guys and keep me updated with pictures. I love to hear from you. And by the way, Sinray, your puppy is the cutest thing ever. You need to film him or her. I forgot what it is, but you need to film that beautiful puppy of yours and send it to us so we can look at it. So if you guys are just joining in and want to join our group, feel free to do so. You just click on the link and I will add you eventually to our chat on Instagram. So I love you guys. Oh, to him. Okay, so cute. He's adorable. He's probably in this chewing stage and going crazy and chewing sofas and bones and whatnot. You got to keep an eye on him. But I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Hopefully I'll be able to do it Tuesday. I think so. Yeah, because I'm off. Yeah. So I'll be able to do it Tuesday, but I'll keep you posted. All right. Love you guys so much. Bye. You guys have a great weekend. Bye.